Welcome back, treasure hunters. Did you know that a simple the top 7 Roosevelt dime hiding in your pocket could be worth millions of dollars today? This tiny coin isn't just spare change, it's a piece of American history, power, and fortune. From Roosevelt's iconic portrait to secret minting errors, these rare dimes are turning ordinary people into overnight millionaires. So stay tuned, because what you're about to discover might just change your life forever. Let's get started. First up, in the 1990 Roosevelt dime may appear like an ordinary coin, but in the world of rare coin collecting, even the smallest denomination can hold the power to change lives. This iconic 10-cent piece, minted in Denver, carries the image of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, whose leadership during the Great Depression and World War II earned him a permanent place in American history. The obverse design, featuring Roosevelt's left-facing portrait with the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," reflects the enduring values of freedom and faith that define the spirit of America. For many collectors, this small coin represents more than just monetary value. It stands as a living tribute to one of the nation's greatest leaders. On the reverse side, the artistry of the design shines through, with its symbolic imagery of a torch, olive branch, and oak branch. Each element tells a story of America's ideals. The torch symbolizes liberty, the olive branch represents peace, and the oak branch stands for strength and victory. Surrounding these powerful symbols are the inscriptions EPLURBUSUNUM, meaning out of many one, along with United States of America and the denomination 1 dime. Together, these elements make the coin a masterpiece of symbolism, one that not only celebrates Roosevelt's legacy but also embodies the unity and resilience of the nation. The 1990 D dime was minted in large quantities, but among these millions, rare varieties and minting errors have become legendary among collectors. Certain dimes with off-center strikes, double dies, or missing mint marks can fetch astonishing sums in the collector's market. These anomalies occur due to technical imperfections during the minting process, making each flawed coin a one-of-a-kind treasure. For example, a dime with a rare double die error or a unique die crack can be worth thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars, depending on its condition and rarity. What truly captivates collectors is the possibility that a seemingly common coin in your pocket could actually be a hidden gem. The 1990 D Roosevelt dime, especially in pristine condition or with a rare error, has the potential to be worth far more than its face value. Coins graded MS-68 or higher by professional grading services are particularly sought after, as they exhibit flawless surfaces, sharp details, and full luster. Such high-grade examples are known to sell for impressive sums at auctions, as serious numismatists compete to add these exceptional specimens to their collections. The story of the Roosevelt dime also carries a sense of nostalgia and national pride. Introduced in 1946, just a year after Roosevelt's death, the dime was meant to honor his efforts in establishing the March of Dimes Foundation, which fought against polio. His image on the coin continues to remind Americans of the power of leadership, compassion, and unity. For many collectors, owning a 1990 D dime is like holding a small piece of that legacy in their hands, a token of history that connects past generations to the present. Over the years, the market for rare dimes has grown rapidly, driven by passionate collectors and investors who recognize their long-term value. The 1990 D Roosevelt dime, while modest in appearance, has become one of those coins that collectors love to search for in circulation, coin rolls, and estate collections. There's an undeniable thrill in discovering a coin that others might overlook, a dime that could be worth thousands due to a minting quirk or historical significance. This excitement fuels the modern treasure hunt, where every coin, jar, and pocket change could potentially hide a small fortune. In recent years, numismatics, the study and collection of coins, has evolved into a global phenomenon. Coins like the 1990 D Roosevelt dime have attracted attention not only in the United States, but also among international collectors who appreciate American history and craftsmanship. As more people learn about the hidden value of older U.S. coins, the demand continues to rise, driving prices higher and making these dimes even more desirable. Some collectors have reported selling rare examples for sums exceeding their expectations, turning what was once pocket change into life-changing money. One of the most fascinating aspects of this coin is its potential connection to the concept of modern rarities. Unlike ancient coins or early U.S. mint issues, modern coins with rare characteristics. Imagine finding a 1990 D dime with a unique die crack across Roosevelt's portrait or an off-center strike that leaves part of the design missing. Such coins tell their own stories, moments when the mint machinery faltered for just a fraction of a second, creating an accidental masterpiece. Each of these coins becomes a mystery and a marvel, carrying both artistic and historical intrigue. And when they appear in auctions, the bidding wars can be intense, as collectors recognize the irreplaceable nature of these minting anomalies. In the end, the 1990 Roosevelt dime stands as proof that greatness can come in small packages. What many people see as a simple 10-cent coin can, under the right circumstances, be worth thousands or even millions depending on its rarity and demand. It symbolizes how something ordinary can become extraordinary when viewed through the lens of history and craftsmanship. So, before you dismiss that old dime jingling in your drawer, take a closer look. You might just be holding a piece of American history capable of changing your fortune overnight. These coins remind us that sometimes the smallest treasures hold the biggest surprises. That's right, this small silver gem from 1990 isn't just another dime. It's a symbol of freedom, victory, and wealth beyond imagination. With Roosevelt's proud portrait and the words "In God We Trust," every detail tells a story of American strength and legacy. But hidden among millions of dimes are a few rare minting errors that make collectors go crazy, coins so unique that they can sell for jaw-dropping prices at auctions. So before you toss that dime into a vending machine, check it carefully. You might be holding a fortune right in your hand. These rare treasures prove that sometimes the smallest things hold the biggest rewards. Stick around till the end because we're revealing how to spot the real 1990 dime that could turn your ordinary day into a $1,000,000 moment. Next up, in the 1984 Roosevelt dime is one of the most intriguing and potentially valuable coins ever minted by the United States. Bearing the portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, this coin stands as a timeless tribute to one of the most influential leaders in American history. The portrait, designed by John R. Sinek, captures Roosevelt facing left, his expression embodying strength, determination, and resilience during one of America's toughest eras, the Great Depression and World War II. The obverse side of this dime also features the powerful words "In God We Trust" and "Liberty," along with the year 1984 and the mint mark P indicating it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Every detail, from the soft contour of Roosevelt's face to the precise lettering, reflects America's pride and craftsmanship during that period. What makes the 1984 dime especially captivating to collectors and numismatists around the world is not just its design, but its rarity and the potential hidden value it holds. While millions were minted, a few error strikes, unique compositions, and rare variations have transformed some of these seemingly ordinary dimes into treasures worth small fortunes. Certain examples of the 1984 dime have been discovered with striking errors, off-center minting, double dies, or even rare planchet mistakes that significantly elevate their worth in the collector's market. Such imperfections, instead of diminishing value, actually make these coins more desirable, because each error represents a unique fingerprint in the history of U.S. coin production. The reverse side of the coin is just as symbolic and beautiful as the obverse. It features an olive branch, a torch, and an oak branch, each element rich in meaning. The olive branch stands for peace, the torch for liberty, and the oak branch for victory. These three symbols together represent the unshakable values of the United States: freedom, strength, and hope. Surrounding these symbols are the inscriptions EPLURIBUS UNUM, meaning out of many one, and the proud title United States of America. Beneath it lies the denomination one dime, which, though small in face value, could hold unimaginable wealth if it's one of the rare variants collectors crave today. One of the reasons this coin has become so highly regarded among rare coin enthusiasts is because of the historical and sentimental connection it holds. Roosevelt's image was placed on the dime shortly after his death in 1945 as a tribute to his leadership and his role in founding the March of Dimes, an organization dedicated to fighting polio, a disease he personally battled. This connection between the coin's design and Roosevelt's legacy adds emotional weight to the 1984 dime, transforming it from a simple piece of metal into a powerful historical artifact. Collectors aren't just buying coins, they're owning a piece of American history. For many coin enthusiasts, the allure of the 1984 dime also lies in the thrill of discovery. Imagine finding a forgotten jar of old change or searching through your childhood piggy bank, only to uncover a dime that could be worth thousands or even millions today. Some rare versions of Roosevelt dimes have fetched astonishing prices at auctions, especially those in mint condition or struck with rare minting errors. It's this possibility, the idea that extraordinary value could be hiding in ordinary places, that excites both collectors and everyday people alike. Numismatists or coin experts often emphasize the importance of details when assessing such coins. For example, the sharpness of the strike, the luster of the metal, and even the slightest imperfections all determine its true market worth. The 1984 P-dime, especially in uncirculated or proof condition, can command impressive prices because pristine examples are exceptionally hard to find. Over time, many of these dimes were used in circulation, worn down by decades of exchange, making flawless pieces incredibly rare. A single coin that retains its mint-state shine, untouched by human hands, could easily become a centerpiece in any collection. The legend E+Pluribus UNUM on the coin's reverse is more than just a motto. It embodies the unity and diversity that define the American spirit. When collectors hold a Roosevelt dime, they hold a symbol of resilience and progress. The 1984 P marking tells its own story, a time when America was undergoing great technological and economic changes, yet continued its proud tradition of minting coins that were both functional and artistic masterpieces. Every groove and every line on this coin represents the skill of engravers and the enduring commitment of the U.S. Mint to perfection. Over the years, stories have circulated of individuals who stumbled upon rare Roosevelt dimes worth small fortunes. These tales often sound too good to be true, yet, if you ever come across a 1984 P-dime, don't underestimate it. That small silver coin in your pocket or old coin jar could hold incredible value, both financially and historically. It's not just a coin, it's a symbol of America's legacy, the brilliance of its minting artistry, and the potential for fortune hidden in plain sight. The next time you hold one, remember, some of these tiny treasures have been known to sell for life-changing amounts, turning ordinary people into off-to-with millionaires. Always check your change. You might just be holding a piece of American history worth more than you could ever imagine. Beyond its shimmering silver surface, the 1984 P. Roosevelt dime carries an aura of mystery that captivates collectors around the globe. Every now and then, new discoveries emerge, coins struck on experimental planchets, or with misaligned dies that instantly skyrocket in value due to their extreme rarity. These accidental masterpieces are often auctioned for staggering amounts, with passionate bidders competing for a chance to own a truly one-of-a-kind piece of American history. The combination of historical significance, artistic precision, and the thrill of rarity makes the 1984 P-dime a coin that continues to fascinate and inspire both experts and beginners in the world of numismatics. Each one tells a silent story, a story of legacy, craftsmanship, and the unpredictable magic of minting. The world of coin collecting, the 1984 P-dime has become a hidden gem, a silent reminder that great fortune often hides in the most ordinary places. Its small size belies its immense potential, as even a single rare piece can command enough value to change a person's life overnight. For collectors and dreamers alike, this dime is more than money. It's a symbol of opportunity and discovery. So before you dismiss that old coin sitting in your drawer or change jar, take a closer look. That humble Roosevelt dime might just be your ticket to unimaginable wealth and a lasting connection to America's rich numismatic heritage. Next up, in the 1970 Roosevelt dime stands as one of the most fascinating and potentially valuable pieces in the world of American numismatics. While to the untrained eye it may appear as just another dime in your pocket, for collectors and coin experts, it holds a deep historical and artistic significance that sets it apart. The obverse of this coin features the dignified portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, a man remembered for leading the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. His calm yet determined expression facing left symbolizes hope, resilience, and leadership. Above his image rests the word liberty, and alongside it the timeless national motto, "In God We Trust." Beneath his neck lies the mint year 1970, marking the coin's production date, which for many collectors represents the dawn of a transitional era in U.S. coinage history. On the reverse side of the 1970 Roosevelt dime lies a beautifully balanced design that speaks volumes about America's ideals. Dominating the center is a flaming torch, symbolizing liberty and enlightenment. Flanking the torch are two branches, an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right, representing peace and victory. These three powerful symbols together embody the spirit of the United States, a nation built on freedom, strengthened by endurance, and guided by peace. Surrounding these emblems is the iconic phrase "E+Pluribus UNUM," translating to "out of many one," reminding every citizen of the unity that binds the nation together. Encircling the reverse are the inscriptions "United States of America" and "One Dime," completing a design that combines artistry, history, and symbolism into one small yet profound coin. What makes the 1970 Roosevelt dime so intriguing to collectors is not only its design but also the rarity of certain mint variations and errors. While millions were produced, a select few display remarkable minting anomalies, such as off-center strikes, double die errors, and missing mint marks, that drastically increase their value. Some 1970 dimes were struck on silver planchets left over from earlier minting years, making them incredibly rare and sought after. These special coins, often unnoticed by casual holders, can fetch thousands or even millions of dollars depending on condition, rarity, and demand. To find one in your change or old coin jar would be like striking gold in your own home. The story behind the Roosevelt dime also carries emotional and patriotic weight. After Roosevelt's death in 1945, the nation sought to honor his legacy with a lasting tribute. The dime was chosen because of his connection to the March of Dimes, a campaign he helped found to fight polio, a disease he personally battled. Thus, every Roosevelt dime minted since 1946 is not just a coin, but a symbol of courage, compassion, and the American spirit of helping others. The 1970 issue continued this tradition, making it both a historical artifact and a tribute to one of America's most beloved leaders. Collectors and investors alike are fascinated by the idea that such an ordinary coin can hold extraordinary value. The 1970 Roosevelt dime represents one of those fascinating cases where rarity and condition can transform a 10-cent piece into a treasure worth a fortune. High-grade specimens, especially those preserved in mint condition or with unique mint errors, can sell for astronomical prices in the collector's market. The value isn't merely monetary, it's a combination of history, craftsmanship, and the thrill of discovery. To own one is to hold a piece of American legacy in your hands. What makes this coin even more captivating is the allure of the unknown. Many people may have 1970 dimes sitting forgotten in drawers, old jars, or family piggy banks, completely unaware that they could be holding a life-changing treasure. The possibility that a simple coin could turn into a millionaire's prize has driven countless collectors to search tirelessly through their change. It's this very excitement and sense of mystery that fuels the passion of numismatics, the art and science of coin collecting. Beyond its potential worth, the 1970 Roosevelt. The 1970 Roosevelt dime has become a focal point in this movement, often featured in rare coin auctions and collector showcases. Some rare mint versions have been appraised at extraordinary prices due to their rarity and pristine condition. Enthusiasts view them as tangible pieces of American history, objects that not only tell a story but also preserve the legacy of an entire era. For anyone passionate about collecting or simply curious about the hidden treasures in everyday life, the 1970 Roosevelt dime serves as a reminder that great value can come from the most unexpected places. Checking your collection, coin jars, or even pocket change could reveal something remarkable. If you come across one of these coins, especially one with unusual characteristics or no mint mark, it's worth having it professionally appraised. It could be your ticket to incredible fortune. Ultimately, the 1970 Roosevelt dime stands as more than just a piece of currency. It embodies history, artistry, and the enduring belief that even the smallest things can hold immense worth. Whether valued for its beauty, symbolism, or potential to make someone rich beyond imagination, this coin continues to capture hearts and imaginations across the world. So before you spend that next dime, take a closer look. You might just be holding a piece of American treasure that could change your life forever. The magic of the 1970 Roosevelt dime lies not only in its physical beauty, but in the mystery that surrounds it. Every coin minted that year tells a story of American pride and progress, a nation moving confidently into a new decade while still honoring the legacy of one of its greatest presidents. For collectors, each dime represents a tangible connection to the past, a time capsule that carries both sentimental and historical value. Some dimes, due to rare minting errors or unique metal compositions, have become legends in their own right, selling for extraordinary prices at auctions and private sales. It's these rare variations that transform an ordinary coin into an extraordinary discovery, one that can make headlines and change lives overnight. So the next time you come across an old coin, don't dismiss it as just loose change. The 1970 Roosevelt dime proves that fortune often hides in the simplest of places: your wallet, your drawer, or an old collection passed down through generations. These coins remind us that history can literally rest in the palm of your hand, waiting to reveal its worth to those who take the time to look closer. Whether you're a dedicated coin collector or a casual enthusiast, the story of this dime is a thrilling reminder that small things can hold immeasurable value, and sometimes destiny shines brightest through the smallest piece of silver. Next up in the 1973 Roosevelt dime stands as one of the most fascinating pieces in American coinage history, not only because of its sleek design but also because of the incredible rarity of certain minting errors and conditions. This dime, featuring the left-facing portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, represents a time of post-war pride, technological advancement, and growing economic change in the United States. Although millions of these coins were produced for circulation, only a handful carry the unique characteristics that make them exceptionally valuable. Collectors from around the world search for these elusive 1973 dimes, hoping to find one that could be worth tens of thousands or even millions of dollars today. Franklin D. Roosevelt's portrait on the obverse side of the dime was designed by John R. Sinek, who intended the coin to symbolize courage, unity, and leadership. Roosevelt's calm and determined expression reflects his perseverance during one of America's darkest times, the Great Depression and World War II. Just beneath his chin rests the powerful national motto, "In God We Trust," which reinforces faith and resilience, while the word liberty stretches proudly along the coin's upper rim. The year 1973 appears just below the bust, a subtle reminder of the historical significance of that era, as America continued to evolve economically and politically during the early 1970s. On the reverse side, the artistry of the Roosevelt dime truly shines. The design features a flaming torch flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right. Together, these symbols represent peace, liberty, and strength, the foundation of the American spirit. Above these elegant elements lies the powerful phrase "EPLURIBUSUNUM," meaning out of many, one. It's more than just a motto, it's the heartbeat of the nation, reminding citizens that unity is the key to progress. Surrounding these elements are the inscriptions "United States of America" and "One Dime," proudly declaring both the coin's origin and its value. While the standard 1973 Roosevelt dime may only be worth its face value of 10 cents in circulation, the rare varieties and minting errors can be worth unimaginable amounts. Certain 1973 dimes have been discovered with striking errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or missing mint marks. These peculiarities can turn an ordinary coin into a numismatic treasure. In some cases, a flawless, high-grade 1973 dime preserved in perfect condition has sold for thousands of dollars. The real magic, however, lies in those unique specimens that escape the minting process with unintentional but fascinating imperfections, making them both mysterious and immensely desirable to collectors. What makes these coins even more exciting is the hidden possibility that one might still be out there, unnoticed in someone's old collection or forgotten piggy bank. Many Americans unknowingly hold valuable coins without realizing their true worth. The thrill of discovering a rare 1973 dime, tucked away for decades, is what fuels the passion of collectors and treasure hunters alike. It's a modern-day gold rush, except the treasure isn't buried underground. It's jingling in drawers and jars, waiting to be found. The Roosevelt dime also carries sentimental and historical value that goes beyond its metallic composition. Struck in copper-nickel clad rather than the earlier silver versions, the 1973 dime represents a period of change when the United States shifted away from using precious metals in everyday currency. This transformation reflected the economic adjustments of the time, as the nation focused on affordability and practicality. Despite the material change, the dime retained its dignity, continuing to symbolize American ideals of perseverance, freedom, and unity. Collectors and numismatists often emphasize the importance of condition when evaluating the worth of a 1973 dime. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC can command high prices if they show little to no wear, retaining their original luster and sharp details. Mint State MS examples are particularly prized, especially those with mirror-like surfaces or proof-quality strikes. A perfectly preserved 1973 dime from the Philadelphia or Denver Mint could sell for thousands, while rare varieties with errors or special characteristics could reach well into the six-figure range. Beyond the financial aspect, the 1973 dime tells a powerful story about American history and artistry. Each element of its design, from the precise lettering to the balance of the torch and branches, was crafted with meaning. It reflects the country's ongoing pursuit of liberty and peace while honoring a leader who embodied both ideals: Franklin D. Roosevelt's legacy of strength and compassion. In today's market, the fascination with rare U.S. coins has grown immensely. Videos, auctions, and collector events highlight how ordinary-looking coins can be worth a fortune. The 1973 Roosevelt dime remains a shining example of how small pieces of history can hold extraordinary value. Whether it's a rare error coin or a perfectly preserved mint state piece, each one tells a story of American resilience, craftsmanship, and the timeless allure of hidden treasure. So if you have old U.S. coins stored away, don't rush to spend them. Take a closer look, you might be holding a piece of numismatic history worth a life-changing amount. The 1973 Roosevelt dime, though small in size, carries enormous potential. Its beauty, symbolism, and rarity continue to captivate the imagination of collectors across the globe. Who knows? That little coin in your hand could be the key to an unbelievable fortune, a symbol of luck, and a treasure that turns your life around overnight. The allure of the 1973 Roosevelt dime goes far beyond its monetary value. It's a symbol of hidden wealth and American heritage waiting to be rediscovered. Each coin carries with it decades of history, the echoes of an era when craftsmanship and patriotism were poured into even the smallest details. For many collectors, owning a rare 1973 dime is not just about the profit. It's about holding a tangible piece of America's story, a reminder that greatness often comes in small, overlooked forms. Every scratch, shine, and detail on the dime tells a tale of its journey through time, connecting past generations to the present. In today's world, where people chase digital fortunes and fleeting trends, the 1973 dime stands as a timeless treasure, proof that real value can still be found in your hands. Whether discovered in a coin jar, an old wallet, or passed down through family, its presence evokes mystery, nostalgia, and excitement. The next time you come across a Roosevelt dime, look closely. You might just be staring at a coin worth millions. Sometimes, the smallest coin holds the biggest secret, waiting for the right person to uncover its extraordinary worth and story. Next up, in the 1995 Roosevelt dime is one of the fascinating coins ever minted in the modern history of the United States. Struck at the Denver Mint, this small 10-cent piece carries more than just monetary value. It represents a rich piece of American heritage. On the obverse side of the dime, you see the portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, whose leadership during the Great Depression and World War II left an unforgettable mark on American history. The inscriptions "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the date 1995 accompany his profile, symbolizing freedom, faith, and legacy. The small mint mark D denotes the Denver Mint, which produced millions of these coins, but only a few have rare characteristics that make them extraordinarily valuable. Collectors often call the 1995 Roosevelt dime a hidden treasure, because while it looks ordinary, certain rare varieties and minting errors can make it worth a fortune. Imagine finding a small coin in your change that could sell for thousands or even millions of dollars. That's the thrill this dime carries. Some 1995 dimes have unique die errors such as double strikes, off-center minting, or missing elements, which increase their value dramatically. Others are prized because of their condition. Flawless examples graded as MS-70 or proof quality specimens can fetch astonishing prices at auctions. What seems like a simple 10-cent coin could, in rare circumstances, change your life overnight. The reverse of the 1995 Roosevelt dime carries deep symbolism that reflects the ideals of the United States. The design features a torch in the center, representing liberty, flanked by an olive branch symbolizing peace and an oak branch symbolizing strength and victory. This trio captures the very essence of the nation, a balance between peace, freedom, and resilience. Above them is the famous motto EPLURIBUSUNUM, meaning out of many, one, a reminder of America's unity and diversity. Surrounding the design are the inscriptions United States of America and one dime, tying together artistry and national pride in a coin smaller than a thumbnail. What makes the 1995 dime particularly intriguing is its historical context. The year 1995 marked the end of an era, as it was just before the U.S. Mint introduced several modern design updates and began producing state quarters and new commemoratives. As such, the dimes from this period represent the last of a classic generation, the bridge between the old and the new in U.S. coinage. Collectors and investors alike are drawn to such transitional years, as they often hold unique varieties or low-mintage surprises that go unnoticed for decades. A coin that once passed quietly from pocket to pocket could now command incredible attention and value. Another reason the 1995 dime captures so much excitement is the mysterious appeal of rare minting errors. Some examples display full bands on the torch's design, a feature that indicates a strong, precise strike and is highly sought after in the numismatic community. Others may show doubled lettering, rim anomalies, or unusual luster patterns, making them even more desirable. Even slight imperfections can multiply a coin's value exponentially. These small differences, invisible to the untrained eye, transform a common dime into a museum-worthy masterpiece. Condition plays a massive role in determining the value of a 1995 dime. Coins that have never entered circulation, known as uncirculated or mint-state coins, hold the highest worth. Professional coin grading services use a detailed scale from 1 to 70, where 70 means a flawless coin with no visible blemishes even under magnification. A 1995 dime graded MS-69 or MS-70 can bring in thousands of dollars from The numismatic market today is filled with surprises, and the 1995 D-dime is no exception. In recent years, collectors have paid staggering sums for well-preserved examples, especially those with unique minting characteristics. What was once pocket change is now considered a rare collectible, a tangible asset with the potential to appreciate in value over time. As global interest in rare coins continues to grow, the demand for Roosevelt dimes, especially from the 1990s era, has surged among enthusiasts and investors alike. If you own old US coins, especially from the 1990s, it's worth checking their details carefully. The mint mark, condition, and any unusual markings can reveal hidden wealth. Many people have unknowingly spent valuable coins simply because they didn't realize their worth. The 1995 D-dime stands as a perfect example of how a tiny, everyday coin can become a treasure capable of changing someone's fortune. These coins are not just relics, they're opportunities waiting to be discovered. In conclusion, the 1995 D Roosevelt dime is more than a piece of metal. It's a symbol of history, artistry, and hidden wealth. From its powerful design to its mysterious rarities, this coin continues to capture the imagination of collectors around the world. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or a curious beginner, the hunt for the next rare 1995 D dime could be your key to unimaginable riches. So, take a closer look at your change, check your old jars and piggy banks. You might just be holding a tiny coin worth millions, a treasure born from the heart of American history. The legacy of the 1995 D Roosevelt dime continues to shine in the world of coin collecting, captivating treasure hunters and historians alike. What makes this dime extraordinary isn't just its small size or shiny appearance, it's the potential story it carries. Every coin minted at the Denver facility in 1995 bears witness to a specific moment in American minting history, a time when craftsmanship, precision, and symbolism were at their peak. Some of these dimes display minting variations so rare that experts still debate their origins. Whether it's a slight doubling of the design, an off-center strike, or a mirror-like proof finish, these unique details can elevate the dime's worth from a few cents to thousands, or even millions of dollars in rare cases. Such coins remind collectors that hidden treasures often lie in the most ordinary places, waiting to be discovered by those with sharp eyes and a love for history. The 1995 D-dime stands today as a bridge between art, history, and fortune. Its timeless design, representing peace, liberty, and strength, resonates with people around the world who admire the beauty and meaning behind US coins. The allure of finding one of these rare gems creates an irresistible sense of adventure, an invitation to explore your old change, coin jars, or family heirlooms. Who knows? That small silver piece tucked away in a drawer could be the key to unexpected wealth. The world of rare coins proves that even something as small as a dime can hold stories of greatness, dreams of prosperity, and the magic of America's enduring spirit.